Yeah, guys, so Monday morning, vlog one, and so we're going to go here every single day because I came across a realization, and the realization was that I wasn't providing enough value. I wasn't coming out to you all the way I should be doing, the way I ought to be doing. And so this is where we're going to be every single day. We're going to come to you every single day, no matter how long it is, between 2 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. You might get a bit longer, you might get half an hour. And so, but regardless, we're going to show up 7 days a week. And if you're saying, oh man, I couldn't do that, listen, your heart shows up for you every single day of the week. And does it skip a beat? Might skip a beat, but here's the thing. Does it skip a day? No, it doesn't. And so I train every single day of the week. I go to the gym every single day of the week. I execute on my non-negotiables every single day of the week. See, it's not just what I do or what I choose not to do. It's what is a definite hard no for me. It's an easy no for me. And I check in with that every single day. And are you willing to check in with that every single day, to make no excuses, to make no negotiations? Now, the reason why most of you are where you are is the fact that you're negotiating with yourself. It's why you don't have your goal. It's the reason why your finances aren't where you want it to be, that you're fat, okay? It's why you're unhealthy. You're unhealthy because you choose the unhealthy choices. And then you blame the world. And let me remind you about what blame is. Let's separate it. To blame is to be lame. And, well, for most of y'all, you're fucking lame, and that's just the be-all and end-all about it, okay? You're disciplined towards negotiating with yourself. You choose the easy way out, and you choose to hesitate. Let me put this into the realms of a three-phase wire. If you chink a three-phase wire and you touch it, do you think it's going to think about it? It's not. Zap, you're dead. It's going to kill you. Now, does that give a flying rat's ass? Does that give a flying fuck whether it's killed you or not? Did it think about it? Did it go, whoa, 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 Jimmy and Mary's about to touch the wire? Don't. No, it just fries your ass and kills you because you were stupid enough to touch it in the first place, right? Most of y'all just don't have a goal. You've got a wish, hope, and a pray that life hopefully becomes better one day. And let me tell you something, you just can't wish, hope, and pray your way to that life, your way to success, whatever that is for you, whatever success is for you. My version of success is going to be a lot different, but I can tell you what, it's the non-negotiables that you're deciding to implement every single day and execute without hesitation is who that's creating you into the individual that you're going to respect. I want you to have the ability, like me, to look in the mirror and never see an ounce of regret again. Again, was there a time where I could look in the mirror and I could see nothing but regret? Right? I've been there. And I'm not going back to that place. That's non-negotiable for me. And so what does that mean? I have to have these daily non-negotiables that I do every single day and act on. I can't go to bed without executing on all of them on a day. And I'll tell you some of them just now, and I'll give you some of mine, okay? One of them is to train every single day. I was at a place where I couldn't do 3 press-ups. And so I built my way up within a few days to get to the gym. I would walk into the gym. I would pick one exercise. And I would do 10, maybe 5 to 10 sets. And I would do 5 to 10 repetitions on it. I'd get up and go out. And most of you all might say, well, that's not enough. Well, guess what? I was building the habit up. It was enough for me to check the box myself and say, boom, you're done. You're done. Now, if I had to think of who it was in training in the gym for 8 hours a day, every single day, then, compared to that guy, I'd done nothing. But I built my way up to that. I wasn't at that point. I've trained every single day. And who here trains every single day? Right? And so let's start there. I train every single day. I go out for a walk every single day. Yesterday, it was just a short walk. We went for 6 hours. Me and Svetlana had a great time. We went to a historical village called Arundel. We went up around the back of the castle, round a beautiful picturesque lake. back down the other side and walked along a riverside for 2 hours until we got back to where we live. It was phenomenal, right? Stopped off at a couple of coffee shops and had some phenomenal coffee. And there's a Scottish Highland cattle there. Most of y'all need to grab the bull by the horns and just create that life. And so, yeah, let's get back to it. I train every day. I go out for a walk every single day. These are non-negotiables in my life. I grab a book and I read every day. I read ferociously, okay? 10 pages a day, guys. 10 pages a day, that's all I read. Sometimes I read more than that, but it's a minimum baseline of 10 pages a day. You're going to go through a book every single month. But I don't just want you reading. I don't just read to read. I read to absorb, to apply. I read to absorb, to apply. I study it from my goal. And so what is the goal? Who is the individual that I'm going to be proud of? Who is the individual that my goal demands me to be? I'm disciplined to that. And so I'm disciplined my thinking from that. And so here, if you just had to take this one thing, what is your goal? Or your thinking, your speech, your external dialogue and your internal dialogue, thinking and speaking, and then acting has to be 100% in congruency with your goal, with who your goal demands you to be. Your goal has demands. And so you're disciplined to execute on that every single day. You're either disciplined towards your goal, coming from your goal, or you're disciplined just to be undisciplined because your life doesn't require discipline. It's because it's a wish, hope, and a pray. And so let me circle back round and again. I train every day. I go out for a walk every day. I read at least 10 pages of a book and study that to apply it within my life so I can teach it every single day. My life choice demands of me to be more every single day. And I believe in the bigger, better, brighter, and bolder way of executing. That's going to lead to the more efficient, more proficient, and a more effective way of doing things. Right, what else? At least 10 of these bottles of water a day, which is at least 5 litres of water a day. And for any of you guys that are in America, it's a gallon a day, right? And so that is exactly the fluid that I drink. I have no alcohol. Now, I'm not going to tell you what kind of diet to follow, but what I'm going to say is I don't follow a diet. I eat clean. And so I could tell you exactly all the single ingredient foods that I eat. One being chicken, one being eggs, right? If it's got words and letters in there that you can't pronounce, that's going to highlight to you that you shouldn't be eating the fucking stuff, and it's going to cause you to deteriorate and with your psychology. You are what you eat. You are what you digest, actually. And so what is your body able to digest? Many of you know that. Many of you are actually taking supplements. You don't know if they're working. I've got blood tests that you can reach out to me and you can take this blood test and it's going to tell you exactly where your cell health is at and whether you're absorbing the food or nutrition or supplements that are proclaiming to be working. It's a good marker point, don't you think? Right, and so that is what else I do. I don't drink alcohol. You see, it's what I don't choose not to do. I don't have junk food. I don't allow it. I don't allow any kind of sugar in my diet at all. Nope, nothing processed. Nothing highly processed, highly toxic, and highly poisonous. And I absorb only goodness. Let me... it's in the darkness that where you're leaning into the darkness, your awareness is going to shift in the lightness, right? So let's create the likeness of a tree. The roots are going down. Where are the roots going? It's in the darkness, right? It's not in the fucking light. It's in the darkness. And what is the roots looking for? It's looking for the goodness, the greatness. It even goes to a rock. You think it stops and thinks about it. Oh, Jimmy, what do you think we should do at this rock? No. It surrounds it, it penetrates it, it goes through it, it becomes it, and it even extracts all the goodness that was in a rock, and it just keeps going looking for goodness. It can't afford to stop, because when the temperature starts going up on the surface, that's when everything goes up, and you start seeing the fruits of its labour from going down and digging deep down and looking for the nutrition and the nourishment and the greatness, and that is what then flourishes into the green, the vibrancy, And some trees have flowers, etc., right? And so all the roots, no matter whether it's a plant, whether it's a bush, whether it's a tree, it's all, and it's coming up and providing great value to us, either to see, to smell, or it's even helped produce the oxygen that we all breathe and benefit from. And so where are you lending your ear to? Where are you opening up your heart, your subconscious mind to? What nutrition are you eating every day? Can you absorb the greatness? Are you absorbing the greatness? There's a good way to tell me I can see if you're absorbing the greatness is if you're actually being an embodiment of that greatness and you're a living embodiment of that greatness. And for most people, unfortunately, that's not the case. And so what are you doing? Is really what counts. And it's a subtractive thing to look at Stoicism, to look at Epictetus, if I'm saying that right, it's in the things, even Marcus Aurelius, it's the things that we need to delete from your life. And so what do you need to delete from your life to allow you to then add the things that you need to add? You see, you're all trying just to add. You're getting overwhelmed and it's crushing you and it's stopping you, right? And so it's what we choose not to do. It's what we're choosing to delete and who we're choosing to delete to allow our lives to evolve. And because let me tell you something, it's the who that matters as well. We've all heard that. We become most like the 5 people that we surround ourselves most with, right? And so if it's true for people that are of success and then you're going to be the 6th millionaire, billionaire, whatever it is, then it's going to be the same for the broke, busted and disgusted individuals. And so if you're actively hanging around with these people that are broke, busted, disgusted, and that is your main circle of influence, you're going to drop down to their psychology naturally without even wanting to, but you do because you don't want them to feel bad. And so you must have cut off from that and to come only from the goal. Who is the person that has my goal? How are they thinking and acting? Are they allowing themselves to be around these kind of people? No. They just go regardless and they evolve and they expand and they surround themselves and they put themselves in rooms with a better quality of people. And so who are you lending your ear to? What are you choosing to allow into your life? What are you choosing to allow into your mouth? And for those of you rats that have got kids that are allowed yourself to get out of shape, out of weight, that's child abuse. If you get kids and you're fat and you're allowing your kids to get fat, that's child abuse, but that's a whole other topic. And so what are the standards in your life?